welcome to our Rise of Nations tutorial on how to have a fun game as Brazil. The reason I'm doing this is because I see a lot of Brazil players that are just absolutely retarded at the game. They suck, they don't know what to do, and I'm tired of seeing that. So here's a tutorial for you guys of how to play Brazil, and you can actually play India like this too, which is really nice. India and Brazil have very similar play styles, so I'll get into a match and let's get started. Alright guys, so we're playing as Brazil right now, and I'm waiting for my map to load. There we go. So, what is the first thing you want to do as Brazil? So you're number 4 on the rankings, which means you're regional power. You're not a superpower yet, but what you need to do is first spec into political, and you're want to go all the way up to national identity, and then be sure to set your taxation on high, government spending on high, minimum research spending. Then we're gonna make a general. All right, so we got a good attack general. Assign it to that guy. Now we want to go to your policy section, and you see tax reform. You want to turn that on. That's obviously gonna give you a lot more tax. Do well for ACT. Always do well for ACT as a democracy. You'll see why soon. So now, just declare war or justifying Uruguay. And then I always do Argentina. So basically what you're going to do is you're making a war democracy, which is going to let you have a lot of tax. It's going to make your rankings go up significantly, and it's going to let you basically have the economy to support a large army, which is going to be crucial in the late game. So it's best to do this in the early game to get built up, get ready, because you're probably going to have to fight the USA or China at some point in the late game, and you're going to need all the money you can get for that. Alright, so now we're able to declare war on Uruguay, and obviously we're going to need that to form the Brazilian Empire, Empire of Brazil, whatever you call it. So I just made some soldiers. I'll group them all up, make sure they're all in the same army group. And then I always like to make soldiers at my capital. I know obviously no one's going to invade me yet, but it's always a good idea to have like a few 100,000 soldiers at your capital at all times, because you don't want to get capital sniped. You'll have a much better chance at not getting sniped if you have troops at your capital. Alright, so I think, yeah, I hate when this happens. Sometimes it'll freeze and crap, it's so annoying. It's just the lag. Okay, these guys are fucking... Get in the fucking... Okay. There we go. Whenever your troops get stuck like this, I recommend doing start training and stop training, and it'll usually make them actually move when you want to move them again. It even works when they're max XP, which is nice. It's very helpful because sometimes your navies will just freeze, and that fucking sucks. Alright, so I think we have quite enough men. I'll put you back there. Yeah, we definitely have enough to invade, so let's do it. Oh, I gotta move them. I also declare war in Argentina. Just find Chile. And Peru. So see our stability, our base stability is at 62 right now, which is just not great, but it's pretty good for now. It could be better. Okay, that music was way too loud. So obviously we're just gonna do the classic strat, and we're gonna form line. So you probably already know how to do this, unless you're actually dumb or just new to the game. It's either one. You're either retarded or just new if you're not know how to do this stuff. But one thing I don't recommend ever doing is never try to flip ideologies if you're a democracy. It's not a good idea because you might as well just take advantage of your democracy. Democracy is actually really good with the right countries. Brazil and India are the best democracies in the game. So I'll just cut back when I finish conquering Uruguay and Argentina, and then I'll show you what to do from there. Alright, so as you can see, I just annexed Uruguay, and I'm doing pretty well with Argentina, obviously. So I also researched this now that I had enough research points. So we just gotta wait until we get national identity for that 7 base ability. And after that, we'll be fine. So then we can actually go into research after that. Of course, for now, we don't do that. We always rush political first for the base stability if we want to have a successful run at this. So as you can see right now, it's 2020 and I'm not quite there yet. I'm very close to becoming a superpower. As you can see, I'm right next to India there. So probably by the time I next Argentina, I'll have enough to be a superpower, which is nice. And it's actually pretty easy to keep being a superpower once you surpass India. Usually people don't play India as much. A lot of people play Brazil because it has no XP cap, which is great for new players, but they don't really know how to play Brazil that well, obviously, because they're new. So that's kind of why I made this in the first place. So some things people have probably questions about is what are resources? So resources are obviously just these right here. They show you you're basically required to make factories and other things. So I can make an electronics factory right now. I'll just do it so you guys can see. So 2 units of gold, I have 3.1, and I have 2 units of copper, which I have 4.6. So I can make electronics factory. And you'll need them later. You can make a lot of money off electronics, actually. You can trade them if you want, but I don't even trade them half the time because people can just cancel them. So you can just make like a bunch of electronics factories when you have enough gold and copper, and you can make a lot of money as like communist countries. It's not as important with democracy because you're getting all your money from tax mainly. Yeah, see, 24 million tax, 3 million resources. That's like nothing. I think I have enough cities to just annex everything, so. Yep. Alright, good. Now I can form Empire Brazil. And yeah, I'm now a superpower rank 3. I'm actually rank 2 now. That probably won't last for long. But yeah. Actually, there is no China player, so I might be number 2 for a while. Yeah. Alright. So I only have to catch to America now, which shouldn't be too difficult once I start to actually take more stuff. Let's see, did I justify on Bolivia? No, I did not. Alright, so I'm probably just gonna heal my troops. Oh my god, why do I have so many men right there? Okay. I'll merge these guys up. We have enough stability to declare more wars. Oh yeah, be sure not to make it. Be sure not to form monopoly. Just don't try that. It's a 50-50 chance of something bad happening, and you don't want that. You want to have a safe option. Alright, so we're just gonna attack Chile. Shouldn't be too difficult. It's just gonna take a while because it's all mountainous terrain. Okay, damn, I have a lot of infantry. Paraguay, you're gonna die. So we're gonna declare war on them because they have Bolivia and Paraguay have some good resources, and we'll need that later. So it's just to take them. Same with Peru and Argentina and Chile. That's why we're going after them first. And then Venezuela and Colombia have all the oil that we can get later. So South America is probably one of the best countries. It's not as fun as the others because there's less people there. There's less stuff going on. You got the U.S. just camping, doing absolutely nothing in North America right now. He's literally doing nothing right now. Actually, I think he's forming the Union, North American Union. So we'll see how that goes. And of course, you won't always be successful at these. Sometimes you'll get destroyed by a bunch of people. But usually I'm pretty successful making a Brazil war democracy. And it's very fun. Alright, so I'll be right back with you guys. I'll come back after I conquer all these nations, and then we'll discuss what to do from there. Alright, so I just realized earlier I called South America a country. Anyways, so we're doing pretty well with our wars. We're actually expanding quite fast. It's already 2022, and we've already conquered pretty much the majority of South America, which obviously isn't hard as Brazil. It's the easiest country to form the United States of South America on. And I usually don't form that half the time. I'm too lazy to get the ones up north, but I might just do it for this playthrough if USA doesn't try to interfere. It's annoying when they do interfere. But luckily USA isn't that hard to kill once you build up successfully. See, so we almost have enough research points to research the national identity, which is really nice because then we'll be able to set our taxation to maximum and we'll just make a lot of money. Alright, so Bolivia has fallen. No surprise. And I always like to develop my cities so you get more taxes and manpower that way. Let's see what's going on in Europe right now. Germany is dominating. Okay. Okay, so as you can see earlier, Germany is just dominating Europe. There's obviously Russia too. You know, United States ally with me. Sure, I'll accept it. I'll probably kill him later, but we can be friends for now. He probably thinks I'm good at the game. Damn, he's pretty high in the rankings. That's no surprise though. The USA could just dominate for a long time. And usually only China catches up to them. But sometimes they let India, if India's good, or even Brazil. And see, that's what I like about Brazil and India. They both have amazing potential. They're definitely the best democracies in the game, and probably one of the best countries in the game, because they have no core releasables. So, obviously, all of my core territories, they won't break apart if I lose all my stability. Only the ones I conquered will. Same with India, which USA obviously has the Confederate and the Texas right here, and it also has Puerto Rico that can break apart, and then China has a bunch of the warlord states or whatever, which is why China is kind of weak. I don't like China. Oh, looks like I conquered Chile. I didn't even notice. So we'll just annex them. Nice. So now we can get national identity. Now, set our taxes to maximum, and then obviously government spending is already high, and then we have maximum research. And let's see how we are in the rankings now. We moved up a good amount. It could be better, but with some time, I'll be pretty strong too. But I'm already ranked 2. I'm already ahead of China, even though there's no player as China, so yeah. Damn, that's an interesting war. Okay, we're gonna need some more manpower eventually. No, I don't need a military parade. Too expensive for stability, that just goes away. So yeah, my manpower is probably not. I'm probably gonna run out of manpower soon. Which usually doesn't happen, but it's fine. Luckily, I just need to conquer all these, and then I'll be fine. Okay. I'm too lazy to wait, so I'm just gonna ship them over here. You can hold shift while you're selecting, where you're moving your units to form a line. That's how you form lines, and you can also use it to make them take routes that you would otherwise want them to take. So yeah, they're all gonna go by boat, and they'll attack Argentina's capital from there, and then I'm gonna have all my guys over here attack Argentina. Oh, they have soldiers at the capital. I'm kind of dumb for doing that. Maybe I'll lure them out first. Or that's Peru. Why am I calling them Argentina? But you get the point. So wait for the home guard, which is defending their capital, to come over. Oh, there they come. Alright, so now we can just take their capital with ease. I'll maybe leave like one of you guys over there. Yeah, my manpower is going up pretty fast, so it's not that bad. I'm probably not gonna run out after all. Alright, so we have Ecuador, Colombia, Argentina, Suriname, and then the French, what is it? French Guiana? Yeah. I'm probably fucking up the pronunciation of all these. Okay, we don't want them to go over there. You guys, we can actually just ship over here. Damn, there's a mass war going on in the Middle East right now. What is this, Israel or Egypt? It's all Egypt. Okay. Why is fucking Israel playing with no population? Why he can just abandon and play another nation or something. Damn, United Kingdom is going for the Empire. Okay, that's something to worry about. And since India has no player, oh, actually it does have a player now, and they're a regional power. They're already ranked 5, and I'm wow. And Japan's a superpower too. That's interesting. Oh, it's because they have all this land. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna declare war on all these now. We gotta form the USSA quickly. I usually form it by 2026 or 2027. It depends. So Peru, let's invade. Right, let's do research. And let's also make a naval general, or admiral, I guess you could call it. An admiral. A commodore, yeah. That's pretty, those are pretty good stats for a naval, so we'll need that for a navy later. Damn, I like that attack stat with my lieutenant general. Hopefully he doesn't die. If he dies, I'll have to make another one, which sucks. Yeah, this is a much faster way of taking Argentina. I'm liking it. Ah, it's so slow though, still, even now. Even though I did naval attacks. Jeez. They're gonna take forever to get there. Oh, French Guiana is collapsed. Strikers make demands. I always repress the workers. Always do that. Now I got Suriname, which has a really nice anthem. The jazz one, that jazz anthem is pretty nice, but these guys have to go for my empire. Let's hopefully USA doesn't try to take Colombia, or else I'm not going to be able to form. Damn, I have a billion. I almost said a trillion. I don't have a trillion. I have a billion. Gonna use that to develop my cities. I don't need that. Okay, I think he's gonna let me take Colombia and Venezuela. My stability is low. I should have looked at that before declaring war. It's fine though. It'll come back up. I always call it. Why do I call Peru Argentina half the time? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, we have enough to annex them, I think. Yep. So we just gotta wait for my stability to go back up before I declare any more war. Yeah, this is a pretty nice USSA playthrough. It's obviously very boring in the early game because you just gotta focus on attacking AI countries. Unless you get a Peru or Argentina playing a player, which you can usually take out easily, they're usually not that smart. If they are, well, hopefully you're smart too, because you have more than they do. So, oh yeah, civil unrest. That's excellent. But my stability is going back up slowly, which is nice at least. God, yeah. I gotta be careful next time. I always look at your stability before declaring war as democracy. You don't want it to tank. The good news is I'm only making 8 mil. That's not even that much. I think I need to make some mines. So let's see where we need gold. Oops, I actually built the wrong building. Whatever. I'll just delete it later. And mines double your resource production, obviously, so it's good to have them. They're expensive, though. Do keep that in mind. Alright, we're at 45 stability. Yay. Tungsten. Oh, yeah. We need to make more tungsten. Tungsten is going to be important for motor factories, which we'll need for civilian factories and tanks. I almost built sonar stations. Okay. Glad I didn't. Yeah, I make a lot of mistakes sometimes. I've never made a tutorial before, so like, that's why I don't really know what to say so much. So let's just focus on expanding our resources, get more research. I wonder if Russia's trying to form USSR. Possibly. So once my stability goes up to 48, I'll declare war on one of these again. Let's see. Make sure I'm justified on Ecuador. No, I'm not. Let's go fix that. Let's see how our rankings are. Oh yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're right in front of Japan, and we're closer. We're getting closer to surpassing North American Union. And I'm glad they're letting us take these lands. Usually USA will try to attack Colombia or Venezuela if they get bored, or they'll just go to Europe. I'm surprised that these guys aren't going through Europe right now. They're not even at war with anyone. Oh, yeah, they're just getting through Central America, which they already did. Oh, shit. No, I had to get mass demonstrations, so that's annoying. So we're gonna be without as much resources for an entire year. That sucks, but it's not the worst. Let's see, titanium. I'll usually go through South Africa later on. They're not that hard to kill once you get a navy. Why are they at North? Why are they at war with North Korea? That's interesting. Okay, so I was gonna make a steel manufactory. I'll make 2. I guess I get some more iron. I'm just lazy, so I'm gonna build mines in all those cities. So at this point, you already know what to do, really. I'm just gonna form USSA and then I'll end the tutorial here. Um, there's many things you can do from here, which are awesome. So I'll be back once I take Colombia and Venezuela, and then I'll show you what you could do before I go. Alright, so we're back. We've annexed everything. We're about to form the United States South America, and as you can see, Japan is taking over us in the rankings, which is no surprise. He has an entire empire. We just have South America, but let's see what happens when we form. I'm a little bit better now. Not quite number 2, but I'm close. I'm getting closer. So what do I do now? Well, you have most of every resource in the game besides chromium. Obviously, I'd normally go to South Africa, but Japan already took it. So I don't know where I'd really go from here. Maybe I could take Russia or Kazakhstan. It would be very hard to do so. And that's the weakness of Brazil. You're not near anything really. So that makes it harder. Like India would have a much easier time going up to Russia than I would. Or China even. Or South Africa or Madagascar. I'm just kind of farther away from everything else. But I have a navy now, and I'm having a pretty fun time here just building up. So this is how you actually successfully build an empire as Brazil, and obviously once you go down the research, you can research infantry. I recommend researching infantry after you max out your research. I also recommend making civilian factories. You're gonna need the consumer goods. I'll just make some to show you what to do. There you go. That's not gonna be enough to make consumer goods, but with research, if you research the resources and these and this one and this one, you'll get all the resources you need basically, besides chromium again, and maybe some tungsten. You might need no more tungsten. Luckily, I have most. So yeah, you can basically just chill around and do whatever now. You'll be a lot stronger. USA could probably take you on if you're weak. But yeah, see, we're getting much closer to Japan already. And I'll be able to make tanks too, which is nice. Always good to have tanks. See, I have a little fleet here. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm making 24 million. I have 87 million income, which isn't bad. It could be better. It could be worse. It's pretty good. It's enough to make us a superpower. Oh, we're number 2 now. We're actually beat Japan. So we are higher than Japan in the rankings now. So yeah, if you play Brazil right, you can consistently be a number 2 superpower or become number 1 if you take the number 1. Yesterday I actually had a game where I beat China. I took China, I destroyed them. They were number 1 by a considerable margin, and then obviously when they collapsed, I became number 1, and no one else could even stand up to me. So I could have conquered the world if I had time with that playthrough. It's very fun to play, and once you get consumer goods, your stability is going to be much higher than it is right now. Like, this is not a great stability. It's stable, but it's not good, and consumer goods are going to really help you. I'll just screw it. I'll just go for it. Hope you guys enjoy this tutorial.